Okay, this video is based on an article by J.D. Kern in the Journal of Accountancy titled Supercharge Your Excel Sum Operations, Add Data Up to 30 Criteria, as presented by
Substrate introduction.
and Chad Larson. The two things that we're going to cover are the SUMIF statement and the sum SUMIF formula and the sum product formula. Okay. We're going to start with the SUMIF formula. So what the SUMIF formula is going to do is it's going to look over here. We want to look at Alice's name and then go over here and find all the transactions with Alice and then add up those transactions. So we'd add up this 100, this 300, and this 350. Okay, so what we want to do is we do SUMIF. So the range that we want to look at for Alice is here. So we're looking in this range, which rows have Alice in it. And then the criteria, we want to tell it that we're looking for Alice's name. And then the last one is the sum range. So those are the ones that we're summing. So we want to add up the numbers here that we find. Okay? And so add up to 750. So that's right, 100, 300, 350. Now we don't want to type that in every time, so we can just drag this down. But first we want to fix some of these numbers so the range doesn't move as we move down, as we copy it down. So if you just use F4 on each of these, it makes it a lot easier. So on the ranges, I'm going to use F4. I'll leave the D3 as it is because we want that to be able to move down. Okay, so now all I need to do is copy it down, and we've got the sum for each person and what they've done. Now the second one is the sum product. What this does is it's going to multiply across, so it's going to say 1 times 4 times 7, so we'll have the product of 1 times 4 times 7, and then we'll do that for each row, so this is the product for each row, and then we'll add that up, all of these, 714. Now the sum product works the same way. We want to do sum product. This is just a shortcut. It can be confusing, so you want to select arrays. Now you might think that it would make more sense to go across this way because that's where you're multiplying, but you're going against that. So if it doesn't make sense to you, then you're right with me. Okay, so do that, and then we choose the next array that we're multiplying across, and then the next one. And so we're just multiplying each of these columns across on their rows. And so we just hit enter, and there you go. It's the same number.
Okay, let's go on to the exhibit 3. And now here we can also use the sum product formula, but in this case we will use the two criteria that we're gonna find the salesperson, how much total sales they make in each month. So our criteria will be how much total sales Alicia did in March. So to do that, we're gonna use the sum product formula, and then we're going to use 2 dash, and then open the parentheses, and we choose the Alicia and equal. So in this formula function contains the condition format. So the Alicia as correspond to this A3 to A15 range. Okay, comma, and then again we're gonna look at the month, so 2 dashes and open parentheses, and we're gonna put the number 3 because we're looking for the March. So number 3 is corresponding to the month March, and so this March is related to we're gonna this B3 to B15. Okay, so the sales doesn't contain the condition, so that's why we can just we don't have to put the minus sign. So we can just select C3 to C15. Okay, don't forget to put the parentheses for each the three things, and close it up and enter. Okay, so it showed up 0 because we forgot to put the month here. Okay, now